Living abroad isn't what you think. 7 realities I never saw coming. Living abroad seems like an enchanting dream. A new culture, adventure, and the chance to reinvent yourself. But the reality is often a mixed bag of surprises, challenges, and growth. Here are 7 eye-opening truths I discovered while living in a foreign country. 1. Culture shock is real, and it hits you in waves. When I first arrived, everything felt exciting and new. But after the honeymoon phase wore off, I started to feel out of place. Everyday routines like grocery shopping or greeting neighbors suddenly felt complicated. It wasn't just about learning the language but also understanding the unwritten rules of society. And just when I thought I had it figured out, another layer of culture shock would hit. 2. Loneliness can creep in. No one tells you how isolating it can feel to be far from friends and family. Even if you're surrounded by people, the lack of deep, familiar connections can weigh on you. Building a new social circle takes time and effort, and sometimes you miss having someone who just gets you. 3. Everyday tasks become unexpected adventures. Who knew trying to open a bank account could feel like navigating a labyrinth? Whether it's filing taxes, getting a driver's license, or even ordering food, mundane tasks often come with a steep learning curve when you're unfamiliar with local systems. 4. Homesickness comes in unexpected waves. I expected to miss birthdays and holidays, but I didn't anticipate how much I'd crave small comforts, like a favorite snack, a familiar TV show, or even the smell of home. These tiny moments of longing can hit you out of nowhere and leave you feeling surprisingly emotional. 5. Learning the language is a marathon, not a sprint. No matter how much you practice, fluency doesn't happen overnight. I imagined myself chatting effortlessly in the local language within months, but the reality was humbling. Mispronunciations, misunderstandings, and blank stares were part of the journey. And sometimes, it felt like progress was painfully slow. 6. You'll see your own culture in a new light. Living abroad gave me a fresh perspective on my own country. Certain things I used to take for granted, like public services or cultural norms, suddenly stood out. I found myself both appreciating and questioning aspects of my home culture in ways I never had before. 7. Personal growth happens whether you like it or not. The challenges of living abroad push you out of your comfort zone in ways you can't predict. From figuring out public transportation to navigating cultural misunderstandings, every hurdle forces you to grow more resilient, adaptable, and resourceful. You might not notice the change immediately, but one day you'll look back and realize how much you've evolved. Conclusion. Living abroad is a whirlwind of emotions, exhilarating, challenging, lonely, and transformative. It's not the romanticized adventure you might imagine, but the experience offers something far more valuable, a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. If you're considering the leap, go for it. Just be ready for the unexpected.